Hello, this shall be my review for The Flash Season 9, Episode 8, titled Partners in Time. If you've been watching this season, it's kind of been up and down. I don't think it's a bad season. It's just like some episodes make sense and the other ones kind of just feel like a lot of interlude episodes in a final season. I'm not really sure what Eric Wallace is planning with all of this, but I'm still watching. I'm still following it through, and I gotta say, it's not terrible, just isn't great. But I will give you my spoiler-free thoughts on it first, and then we will get into spoilers. So, without further ado, shall we begin? So like I was saying, this is The Flash Season 9, Episode 8, titled Partners in Time, and we're almost at that point now where The Flash is coming to an end because it's only 13 episodes, but I am incredibly hyped for the next episode, which is the Oliver Queen episode where he returns, and I cannot wait for that episode. But overall, this season has been either hit or miss. There have been episodes that I've absolutely, completely enjoyed watching and just loved it, and then there's been other episodes where I feel like, okay, it's not, like, terrible, but, like, what are we doing with this right now? Like, why? This is the second interlude episode. I didn't mind the last interlude episode because we got to see Dreamer back, and I was a fan of her character in Supergirl, but, like, overall, this season's just been kind of, like, okay, but I'm not really hating on it because I still enjoy. I'm still a Flash fan at the end of the day, but this episode is definitely an interlude episode, and it gave me a lot of vibes of Doctor Who. I don't know why. It was just like a lot of vibes of him. Like, okay, even Star Trek a little bit because Barry gets kind of like transplanted in this like suit and all that. They all kind of do. But if you don't know, this episode is pretty much just about this team that comes to inspect Star Labs out of the blue because there was a mold issue and all that, and then they get stuck in time and they keep changing like different eras on all that, and they're trying to figure out why, like, what's going on, why they're like just keep transferring from like just the different outfits in time and they're stuck within the speed lab and they can't get out. Barry even tried with his speed force, and it's just like boom, like it's just like all around. He can't get out, and he's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. And they keep changing outfits. At one point, Iris definitely looks like she's from Wakanda, which I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I've enjoyed that little like Easter egg if that's what it was leading towards. And the acting is fine in it. Like the big like villain surprise I won't talk about till we get into the spoiler portion. And there was a little side story with Kaon meeting Caitlin's mother, and it was okay. It was pretty much just like what you would expect. She like wants to get to know her, but she doesn't expect her to replace her daughters, and because she did consider Snow as one of her daughters as well. And then the other part was just kind of like the Chester and Allegra thing. Chester said I love you to her, and then Allegra kind of just freaked out. And honestly, like, it is what it is. I'm not really invested in the story of Chester and Allegra, but I don't mind watching it either. I'm just like, oh, okay, like, you know, at the end of the day, they're gonna end up together, but as it is now, it's just kind of like, like, it's okay. Like, it's not my favorite, but honestly, I would give this episode probably a 6.5 out of 10. It wasn't the best episode, but it definitely wasn't the worst that The Flash has ever done. And honestly, at the end of the day, just gonna be a Flash fan, just watching it, enjoying it. It's the final season. The Arrowverse is sadly coming to an end. There are still parts of the Arrowverse that I love with a passion. I love Arrow. There's I still love the Arrowverse no matter how many ups and downs that it has. And I still gotta say, like, even with its downs, I really do feel like the ups definitely outweigh it. But that's just my personal opinion. So that was my spoiler-free thoughts on this episode. We will get into spoilers in 5, 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. Alright. So, pretty much what the big surprise was that, Lady Kronos was the villain. I guess you could call her the villain. She just had the time morpher thing, like, where Barry couldn't even touch it, and she was like, oh no, this is my retirement plan. We got to figure out how to get out of this without you trying to like take this from me. And like, it was okay. Like, it was just kind of a fun interlude episode, I guess you could call it. And it was cool. I thought the makeup was actually pretty cool on her, especially if you put it side by side with a comic book. She does actually look pretty close to it, but she stole it from the Flash Museum and then came back to this time and just pretty much just got stuck in it. And they pretty much had to decide was like, all right, you already killed killed 2 of the inspectors, and she's like, well, that's not my fault. He accidentally brushed up against it. I'm not a villain. I just want a retirement plan, pretty much. And I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. It's just, like, it's not great. Like, it's a fine episode. Like, it's just kind of meh at the end of the day. And I gotta say, the post-credit scene, oh yeah, she does end up going away, and she's like, all right, I'll get arrested, because that was the only way to fix it. And then pretty much the 2 guys that got killed were pretty much brought back, and they finished their inspection, and everything was fine. And then the post-credit scene was Barry and Iris pretty much just eating ice cream. And what I enjoyed about it was, if you look at what Barry was reading on the magazine, was a picture of John Wesley Shipp's, it might have been Jay Garrick, I'm not sure, but he was in like a doctor's uniform and all that. So I was like, that's cool. I always like when they throw in Easter eggs like that. It reminded me of like the heyday of the Arrowverse, when everything was connecting, and just like fully connected. I'm like, that's cool. I really, really do enjoy that. But at the end of the day, I don't think it was a bad episode. It just wasn't a great episode. Like I said, it's a solid 6.5 out of 10 for me. It's just like, we're in the final season. I want every episode to feel just absolutely special, kind of like what what Arrow did, but it just doesn't feel like that. It's not giving me those same vibes of Arrow's final season. But I'm gonna stick it out till the end, because at the end of the day, I am still a Flash fan, and I am looking forward to seeing how they end this show. And honestly, just a huge Arrowverse fan in general, and I always will be. But anyway, that was my review of The Flash Season 9, Episode 8, Partners in Time. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe so I know to keep making more of these. If you have any video requests, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply. And if you watched this episode, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments as well. Like, did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was just okay? Because I'm curious, because, like I'm saying, this season isn't great by any means, but I don't think it's terrible either. There's definitely very good things about this season that I've enjoyed so far, and then there's been a few just, okay things as well. But anyway, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye!